8 has become 2. It is the final of Prizefighter, the light middleweight. A capacity crowd here at the York Hall. Our MC is John McDonald.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the finalists. Would you please welcome Prince Arron?
Well, he gets the glamorous showbiz entrance for the first time in his career. The tallest, the youngest, the most impressive fighter of the night so far. By day, he's a scaffolder from Droylsden. By night, a fast, improving boxer who had only 12 amateur bouts, but whose style is causing big problems to the other prize fighters. He's had a look about him, Jim, from the off, Prince Arron.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's a young man who's learning how to use all of his physical attributes. So, boxing better and better as this competition goes along.
And ladies and gentlemen, from Birkenhead, Brett Flournoy.
A big intake of breath for his big moment. 6 years in the army makes Brett Flournoy as tough as they come. He's still unbeaten as a pro, but it's getting harder here. Cut, bruised, but in the money now. Can Brett Flournoy go back to the Wirral with the entire pot of cash?
Well, he's shown himself to be an excellent counter-puncher tonight, but counter-punching a fellow 6 foot 3 inches tall with a huge reach is not an easy job. I think he's going to have to be more positive to win this. This is the toughest fight of the night for Brett Flournoy.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final, brought to you by Barry Hearn's Matchroom Sport, the home of the Prizefighter series. All sponsored by partycasino.com and boxing equipment by Lonsdale. We are live and exclusive on Sky Sports HD. All the officials have been appointed by the British Boxing Board of Control. Our 3 judges for the final: Richie Davis of All Hallows, Howard Foster of Doncaster, and Mr. John Keane of Wellingborough. The referee in charge of the action is Mr. Dave Parris of Woodlesford in Leeds. Ladies and gentlemen, they were the officials and here are the contestants. This is the final, and introducing to you firstly, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the red trunks trimmed with white and gold, weighing in at 11 stone and 15 ounces, 12 fight record, 11 wins, 4 inside the scheduled distance, and 1 no contest. He is undefeated. From Birkenhead, ladies and gentlemen, it's Brett Flournoy. Across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks, weighing in at 11 stone and 13 ounces, 20 fight record, 16 wins, 1 inside the scheduled distance, 3 losses and 1 draw. He's from Droylsden, Manchester. Please welcome Prince Arron. Timekeeper the bell from Ruislip is Peter McCann, and our referee is Mr. Dave Parris. And ladies and gentlemen, this is 3 3-minute rounds for the Prizefighter light middleweight.
Remember, break when I tell you to and defend yourself at all times. Good luck, boys.
Here we go, the 32 grand match in this, the 10th Prizefighter. The final few would have predicted. Prince Arron's come through a hard draw. Brett Flournoy's kept solid and tight. It's the orthodox skills of Prince Arron, the southpaw counter-puncher Brett Flournoy, who will get the better over this crucial 9 minutes. 2 fighters from the northwest. And a good start from Flournoy.
Yeah, I'm actually wondering if Flournoy will change his natural style. He likes the counter-punch, but handing Arron the initiative could be a mistake, so I wonder maybe if he'll be moving forward a bit more often in this one.
Will Arron be able to land the jab as much on Flournoy as he was on Hilliard and Price? Could be more tricky. And this might be a 3 rounds for the connoisseurs.
A little bit tentative with his jab at the start of this one, Arron. Not stepping in with it, not falling with the right hand, which he should be doing, especially against the counter-puncher.
Huge height and reach advantages if he can get that jab and right hand into play. It's not as smooth from Arron, who's out of range.
Yep, he's going to have to step in with the shots. He's reaching with them, and that's fatal against a counter puncher. Have to step in, be in a position to put punches together.
Being so tall means he is upright as well. Might work in the favour of Flournoy with that overhand left. That's a better jab from Prince Arron, but a more tentative beginning from the Droylsden man.
I would have thought, being that he had the longer rest after the semi-final, if he would pick up the pace quickly in the opening round, press that advantage. Hasn't really done that.
Left hand that's worked so well tonight for Flournoy begins to get going in this final. Just frustrated Arron a bit, hasn't he?
Yeah, but I don't know that anyone has really stamped any authority on the opening round as yet. It's both KJ, they're both just looking to pop with punches and get back out of there. It will catch fire, I'm sure. But it hasn't really caught fire in the opening round. Don't know that up to now if either man deserves to win this opening round. A lot of thought, a lot of feints, a lot of threats, but nobody really imposing themselves.
Not often that we don't get any knockdowns in Prizefighter. That's happened tonight. More the classy boxing skills. The cut just on the left eye of Brett Flournoy open slightly. It must surely hold out though for 3 rounds.
Well, I will at this rate because it's not really been tested, but Arron beginning to relax into things a little bit. Really nothing in that opening round.
Jim gets it level. I thought Flournoy nicked it.
Oh, you're right, though, Nick. Set around working, innit? Listen, you're standing there with him. Well, you've got to step across him, get that right hand working. You're doing your jab, you're in front of him, you need to be at the side of him. Get them double right hands going. Right? Step across him.
You don't like it. You keep the jab, use your sugar there. Proper move, proper move.
Give a drink, pal.
Proper move. Yeah? Sit down, make it off him, in and out. Yeah? Beautiful boxing. Close that round. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Confusing. You've got a better boxing brain.
Don't get under punches,
eh?
He's had it, step, bam, bam. Get that right hand work. You got the cracking right hand at the end of that round, didn't you?
Don't move. Okay, come on, you've got to win this round. I think you lost that round. Come on, second, penalty.
Fascinating insight there into the training teams. Bob Shannon, who would have got Prince Arron so fit on those Glossop Hills, but also technically good too. And Carl Ince with Brett Flournoy, his charge. He missed out with Carl Dilks. Will Flournoy be crowned Prizefighter champion? Liverpool red of Flournoy with a cluster and combination there. He's a bit more positive in this one.
That's what I thought would be his tactics. Come forward, don't stand off, giving away so the advantage in reach. I thought he would try to impose himself. He did it there. We'll see if he sticks with that plan. Have to remember, Arron is inexperienced. He's not all that comfortable under pressure, being so tall, because his head goes even higher. So Flournoy should be trying to come forward whenever possible.
The long black trunks and black boots of Prince Arron, who's lost 3 times, but he's beginning to get an unbeaten run together. And win or lose here, he's put impetus back into his career. It's just clever from Flournoy, just outthinking Prince Arron in there.
Yeah, and I think the southpaw stance is giving Arron more of a problem than he expected. He's kind of toying with the jab. There's no confidence when he throws it as though he's sure it's going to land and he can follow it up with other punches. He's kind of probing with it as opposed to snapping it out.
What Flournoy's done well tonight is negated the style of the fighter in front of him, because Prince Arron had pretty much everything his own way in the quarters and semis. He shakes his head, says that didn't hurt, but not a great deal's landing from Prince Arron in the final.
That they should be putting punches together. You know, the last thing you want to do is throw single punches to a counter puncher, put them together, put them under pressure, change the rhythm, the tempo of the fight. He's not doing that, he's still probing with that jab.
Slight favourite going into this final, Prince Arron.
And you have to give Flournoy a lot of credit. He's difficult to box, good reflexes, good defensive skills, and some cute moves as well.
Yeah, that slow-burning career of Flournoy. He's been built up on the undercards, late at night sometimes. Not many people have seen him, but he's a classy operator. Good defence. I think he's pinching this one as well.
Yeah,
good left hand.
And he's so good with the left hand. I'm surprised that he's used it so sparingly tonight, because he seldom misses with it. Steps in with it nicely. You would have thought he would use it more often, but he's winning this round in my card with his accuracy.
And for the first time tonight, Prince Arron does not look confident.
You don't win this round, you lost the fight. You've got to pressure, son. You caught him and you him on that round. Yeah? Can you give me the watch around there, please, Jeb? Come on, mate.
Well, Carlin's still worried. Could be close.
Yeah, well, over 3 rounds, you don't want your fighter to relax, especially when you've got him all the way to the final. But you can see he's the one with the accuracy. And Arron just lost his way a little bit. I don't know if it's the southpaw stance, if it's the reflexes and the techniques of Flournoy, but he just lost his way a little bit in that round.
The bookies can't split them. Perfect for the final round of the final of this Prizefighter light middleweights. It's gauging some opinion at ringside, and people are sort of levelling their hands. They're not sure. 1 or 2 have Flournoy. Prince Arron needs a big round, you think, Jim?
Yeah, well, he was the one who didn't look all that happy, certainly in the second round. So we'll see what his response is going to be like.
He had the harder draw, but he's had more rest before this final, Prince Arron. And he finished well. Good body shot from Flournoy, but back comes Arron. Needs volume, needs to throw everything at it.
Arron's tempo is wrong, facing a counter-puncher. You need a hotter pace. Flournoy likes time to think. He likes that the slower the pace, the better he likes it. So you can't allow him to box at his own pace. Good work there from Flournoy. So Arron should be making the pace hot, should be coming at him and putting punches together.
It's been around 4 years, Brett Flournoy. Not many names on that record. Best run of Yessi now, Machi. Proving a point tonight.
He's both punching in behind in the back of the head there.
Well, good right hand from Prince Arron. Flournoy fell down and again, and he's down in the final. We get a knockdown, we get some drama, and could that be the punch, the combination that crowns Prince Arron Prizefighter champion? What about that?
Well, I was just thinking Arron needs a big round and he needs a knockdown, and he's having both.
Can Flournoy respond? He's got just over a minute and a half. He might need an equaliser. He's got some power. Time to use it.
I mean, that is the difference when you up the tempo, when you go at a counter-puncher. Don't probe with the punches, step in with them, put them together, and it paid dividends for him. Working now the right hand, straight right hand from the south for the southpaw stance.
And the swagger back with Prince Arron. Here comes Flournoy. But he's running out of time.
See, he's becoming ragged now. He's forcing his work. The knockdown, he's lost his composure that he's had all night long. Now he's going for it, not quite thinking as he was doing earlier, and that doesn't suit his style. Good stuff from Arron.
Well, that's what it's all about with Prizefighter. One knockdown can just turn everything on its head. And after a slowish start to this final, Prince Arron now boxing and moving and taking this round beyond question. But a left hand from Flournoy is their late drama. Right hand from Flournoy. Arron just wobbles there, but he didn't touch down. That's the difference.
Nice right hand from Arron. Just a little countering clip. Yep, I think that the knockdown is what's turned it on my card for Arron, but really a close final.
Yeah, even if you scored the first two, the Flournoy and 10-8 in the last round, that might be the draw if the judges can't be split. The referee gets the casting vote. But I wonder if Prince Arron has come of age tonight here at the York Hall Bethnal Green.
Yep, some nice little clips. He changed the tempo of the fight. That was the knockdown. It wasn't a hurtful knockdown, you know, he wasn't hurt in the slightest, but he was bundled to the floor as much as anything else. Lost his balance a little bit, and you can see quite a fortunate knockdown, if you like, as far as Arron's concerned. Completely unfortunate for Flournoy, because it wasn't really a knockdown punch that caused it, but the referee, no choice, punches put him on the floor, so he had to counter.
Only two the difference in punches thrown and landed. So close, but the difference should be, I think, the one knockdown of the night. Flournoy must be kicking himself that he took the count, but he had to. Wonderful run he had in this, but his unbeaten record very much on the line. You've got it by one. That's what did it.
Yep, I have the knockdown, just turning it around, the 10-8. He was having a good round, Arron, in the last, and perfect as far as he was concerned, scoring the knockdown.
Boxers, please. Thank you. The baby of the bunch with the smile, the trophy. Has he got it?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing in the final, the judges' scorecard reads: John King 29-28, Richie Davis 28-27, Howard Foster 29-28, and all 3 judges are in favour of the winner and the newly crowned Prizefighter light middleweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, from Dresden, Manchester, Prince Arron!
It's a wonderful night for Prince Arron, who I think over the course of the evening deserves to become Prizefighter champion.
I think he's happy, don't you? Prince Arron, the Prizefighter light middleweight champion. We'll be hearing from him in a couple of moments' time. Reaction from Johnny Nelson and Glenn McCrory, and the presentation ceremony is on the way.
If you like.
Prince Arron lifts the trophy, the Prizefighter light middleweight champion, together with a cheque for £32,000. He's ringside with Ed Robinson.
Well, Arron, Prizefighter champion, how does that sound?
Absolutely out of this world, you know, amazing. You know, I come here to win it in the first place. You know, I didn't come here to go out in the quarterfinals or the semis. After beating Bradley Price, I just knew I've got the competition won. Brett was a bit awkward with his southpaw stance, but you know, I picked up in the 3rd round, managed to get the knockdown.
Do you feel you needed that knockdown to win?
I could feel it was close. You know, I didn't feel myself working enough as I should have. But you know, in the 3rd round, you know, I come to life, stepped across it with a peak to the right hand, and you know, I got the victory.
You had 3 early career losses. What does this win mean for your career? Where can you go from here?
You know, I'm quite experienced for a 22-year-old. Meeting this man here, the best man. Bob Shannon, the best man I've ever met in my life. You know, I met him out the blue after splitting with my old manager, and it was the best thing what has ever happened to me. You know, I'm winning this competition. You know, I dedicate it to Bob, because he's just, you know, he's the best man I've ever met, and he's put a lot of hard work into me. You know, and I'm pleased with myself, but I'm just glad to make Bob proud now.
Well done, the whole team. Well done.
Prince Arron and Bob Shannon celebrate a good victory. And it was a good victory, wasn't it?
Well deserved. It was a good night on the whole. The last fight, it was a thinking fight. They had to be smart about how they did it. It was an awkward match, a tall range.